Hi everyone, it's Amber from The Sensible Mama, and this is the first 5 Ways Wednesday of 2019. I asked you guys on Instagram to let me know what was the bag that you really wanted to see 5 different ways, and hands down, you guys asked for the Jujubee Wherever Weekender. If you're not already following me on Instagram, you can click the link down below to come follow me, so you can go check that out now if you'd like to. But for now, what I'm going to do is show you 5 ways to pack the Jujubee Wherever Weekender. Okay, so the first way that I have this packed up is for like a weekend trip for mom without the kids, because I think that's probably the main reason why most of you guys are buying this bag. This turned out to be a great exercise because I'm going to be traveling for a little short 2-day trip coming up in the next couple of weeks, and I really like how I ended up packing this up. So this is packed for one mama traveling without kids. So here in the really spacious front pocket, I just have the things that I would want to be able to get to quickly while this is sitting in my passenger seat as I'm driving. I have my AirPods, some hand sanitizer for when I'm stopping at rest stops. Of course, my wallet is in there as well. And then I have some lip gloss for touch-ups and my pill case. So those I can really easily get to while I'm driving, which is super duper convenient. Now this bag does not have bottle pockets, so there's no bottle here. That would just have to be staying in my cup holder in my car, which is fine. The only other external structure on this bag is here on the back. There's a long zip pocket. I think this is meant to be a tech pocket because it does have that felt lining, but I'm not using it for that. I've just put my toothbrush and toothpaste in there, and yes, it's in a baggie. I can try to be creative about where to put my toothbrush, but honestly, this just works the best for me. And when I'm driving places, I tend to eat a lot of candy and crap while I'm on the road. I like being able to brush my teeth if I feel like it, so those go really well right there. I can get them in and out super easily if I stop somewhere. Moving on to the inside of the bag, I've got this thing really packed up full, and to be honest, unless I'm forgetting something, it is 10 o'clock at night and it's been a very long day, but if I haven't missed anything, I actually have everything in here that I would need for a trip just for myself. Sitting right on top is my most recent Amazon find. It is like super reflective in this light. This is a first aid kit. It's meant for diaper bags, but it's actually something that I can use for myself as well. I've got Q-tips in here, a thermometer, some Neosporin. I've also got clothespins in here so that, like, I'm going on a business meeting soon, and you know, so I have like been somewhere and had a button pop off or things like that, so it's good to have this here. All of this stuff except for the thermometer and the Neosporin came in the kit. It's so cute. It says kiss it better. So I usually keep this in my diaper bag, but I have it here in this bag to take with me just in case I need it. Here's how the inside of the bag looks. Sitting right on top, I have another one of my new Amazon finds. I'll be linking this and the other thing down below as well. But I want to show you this because this thing is amazing. I found it through like a Facebook ad that got served to me. This is what I have all my makeup in, and check this out. This just opens up totally flat like this. Isn't that awesome? So excuse it for being dirty. I had a palette explode in here earlier today. But I love this because I can lay this out flat, see all of my makeup, get to it quickly, and when I'm all done, I just pull the drawstrings here, and it folds back up into this little clump, and then all you do is just tuck the drawstrings back in there, Velcro it shut, and all of your makeup is nice and compact. They have like 20 different prints in this thing, and it's so super convenient, and it just fits really nicely right here on the top of the bag, so I really am enjoying that. And like I said, it'll be linked down below. Here's kind of how the rest of the bag is packed up. As you can see, it's packed really full, but it's still pretty organized, I have to say. Sitting just in the main compartment, I have my curling iron, and then in the 2 side pockets here and here, I have a hairbrush in one of them and my hair straightener in the other. There are 2 front slip pockets here and here, but because I have this packed so full, I actually couldn't put anything in there. I suppose I could slip something really skinny like wet wipes or something in there, but I actually had everything I needed, so those are not packed up. In these 2 back slip pockets, I have my shampoo and conditioner in one of them. And again, I want to mention that this is for driving. Obviously, if you're in a plane, you wouldn't be carrying these, but I'm going to be driving in a couple of weeks, so that's how I have this packed. Next up in this little slip pocket here, I have all of my tech chargers. So this is a little rose gold case, and in it I've got my like on-the-go charger with my cable. I have a charger for charging in the car. I have some headphones here, and I have a wall jack for charging while I'm attached to a wall. So this way I can actually charge everything on the go. Now, if you guys have watched my videos for a while, you know that I don't really pack these kind of back zipper pockets just because usually the main compartment is packed so full. But if it was like the time of the month and you needed to pack tampons or pads or anything, that would be a great place for those to go. And the last thing that I have in here is a Planet-Wise packing cube. This is size medium. This is something else that we carry at thesensiblemama.com. In here I have a pair of pants, a pair of pajamas, 2 shirts and underwear and bras and all that stuff. It all fits really nice and slimline in there. Obviously in a bag like this you're not going to be able to pack for a 5-day vacation, but if you're going on like a 2-day, like a weekend trip, and you don't mind wearing your jeans 2 days in a row, you're really gonna be good to go with this. It's just gonna fit perfectly. So that's how I was packing up the Jujube Weekender for a weekend trip for myself without the kids. Let's go ahead and move on to the next way of packing this up. Okay, so when I asked you guys about how to pack this up on Instagram, you had a lot of ideas. And so I really have tried to incorporate as many of the things as you guys asked about within the 5 ways layout here. So the way that this is packed up is for cloth diapering plus baby wearing. The way I've packed this up is for 1 kiddo in cloth diapers around the age of taking a bottle still, whether that's formula or pumped milk. You may be breastfeeding, who knows. But I wanted to definitely show you how a bottle could fit in here as well, and for baby wearing. So this front pocket is actually packed exactly as it was in the last way that I showed you. Again, it is a mommy pocket, so it kind of makes sense that this would stay pretty much the same. This time I do have the bag packed up even fuller than I did last time, so I don't have anything in this back slip pocket, but this is a nice place to keep open for your phone. Here's how the inside is packed up. Again, this is for cloth diapering and baby wearing. As you can see, sitting right on top, I have a toddler-sized Onbuhimo here. And the reason why I put this in here is because it's probably the biggest baby wearing thing that I have. I realize that if you have a little one in cloth who's still taking a bottle, you probably would not be using a toddler-sized Onbuhimo. But this thing is enormous. And it still fits right on top, rolled up pretty easily. Like I didn't have to do any hijinks to get it rolled up and make it fit. I just kind of wadded it up and put it in there. And it fits even on top of all the stuff that I'm about to show you. So I think it's safe to say that a ring sling or one of the smaller Lilla babies would probably fit really well if this fits in there. Here is how I have the inside of the bag all packed up. You can see I went mostly for pouch packing because that really was how I chose to pack when I was cloth diapering. It just seemed to make the most sense at the time. So over here in one bottle pocket, I do have a water bottle for mom. I always had one of these back when I was cloth diapering because I was also breastfeeding and staying hydrated was so important. Over on the other side, I also have a Pura bottle. Down in here, I do have a 12 little snack pouch, but I actually would be using this for myself in this case. Back when I had a really little one, I was always snacking and usually it was like yogurt, applesauce packets and things like that. And since this is the medium piece from the 12 little trio, because this is insulated, it can keep cold snacks cold. So this is great for moms to keep with them to have a healthy snack in the bag that can actually stay cold. Here's a peek back in there. Next, I have a Jujube Be Organized piece. This has got changes of clothes for my little one, as well as a wet bag and also a fresh shirt for me. Back when I was breastfeeding, I was always worried about having leakage on my shirt or even getting spit up on me and things like that. So I really liked having a spare outfit for myself as well, just in case. Back here I have a medium Jujube set piece. This is in the Happy Hearts print. And to be honest, I just pulled this out of my own diaper bag for packing up this one here. So this actually has toddler eating utensils in it to some extent. It's got a slip resistant placemat and things like that. But this is what I do like to carry for an infant as well, especially back when I was cloth diapering and I was kind of doing the breastfeeding thing plus introducing purees. So a medium set piece is great for putting an infant spoon, a bib, and then some pureed food, whether you buy it at the store or you puree your own and jar it. A lot of those will fit right in here. In this last bit of internal structure, I just have that first aid kit that I showed you in the last clip. And lastly, here's how I have my diapers packed up. This is a Planet-Wise packing cube. This is the smallest size, and I'm gonna zoom you in here. So in here I have my Orchid Hearts wipes pouch. This is carried at the Sensible Mama. I love this thing. It works really great, and it's side loading, which to me is a little bit easier. I mentioned in some of my Jujubee videos that I do not like the change pad at all that comes in the Ever Collection bags. It's just poofy and way too big. I hate it. So I actually have a 12 little changing pad in here because that's what I like the best. I have a Jujubee wet bag in here for collecting soiled diapers. And then I have 5 stuffed diapers in here. Now I could actually fit quite a few more. I think I could fit at least 2 more stuffed diapers in here. And if you guys have been cloth diapering for a while, you know that it is so hard, at least in my experience, to get a lot of cloth diapers inside of a diaper bag and to keep them organized. So I think this is a really great option for packing up your cloth diapers. So all in all, I think this is a fantastic bag for cloth diapering. It is big, that's for sure, but when you're cloth diapering, you kind of need all that space, and having this big cavernous opening here that's big enough for a huge Planet-Wise packing cube like that is really fantastic. Okay, so it is daytime. I actually just got too tired last night to try to finish this video. I have some weird natural light coming in right here now, so please disregard. Anyway, for the next 3 parts of this video, I'm not going to keep packing this front flap back up because I've pretty much showed you what that's like, and I pack that the same pretty much always, so why make this video unnecessarily long? This bag this time is packed for 2 in diapers plus baby wearing. That was requested on Instagram, so I wanted to go ahead and honor that. Now the first thing that I want to show you, since I did show you an Ambuhimo a moment ago, I know that a bunch of you are going to ask, yeah, but does a full-on full buckle carrier fit? Yes, it does. This is my Soul Slings Ambuhimo. Now back when I first started this channel, I would have folded this up really neatly and shown you a really cool way that takes 10 minutes to roll this up so that it's neat and organized, but let's be real, I'm a mom of 2 now. I don't have time for that anymore, so we all know this is just gonna get thrown inside the bag, right? So that's how I had it. And I kind of wanted to show you that with this bag, you don't have to do anything fancy. Watch this. We know this is more like what real life is, right? There we go. It fits perfectly down in there. I mean, it just couldn't be any easier. Let me show you that it does still zip up pretty well. You might have to work a little bit, but not bad at all. So if you have a toddler who's walking around and you have a little one who you sometimes will prefer to wear, you can definitely fit a full buckle carrier in there for sure. Here's how the inside of that bag is packed. As you can see, the inside cavernous part is not packed up very full, but that's because I did have the full buckle carrier sitting right on top. There's room here for a fuel cell. If you wanted to stick a fuel cell right on top, you could do that. You could fit a ring sling or a woven wrap here. You could also put like a Be Quick or a large Be Organized, pretty much anything you could think of, because you have a lot of space to work with right here. So let me show you how I have this packed. I kind of quit packing with pouches a while back. I just feel like these bags have such nice internal structure. It makes sense to use them, especially when I'm grabbing for diapers. I don't find myself wanting to pull a Be Quick out of my bag and take it into the bathroom. I'm just grabbing my bag and I'm going. So this works really well for me. I've got 3 size 6 diapers here and 3 size 3 diapers here, plus my Orchid Hearts wipes pouch. So those were in those 2 front slip pockets right here. Over here I have that medium set piece that I showed you before, packed with restaurant needs. I want to show you how big these pockets are, the stretchy pockets in the back. These are so thick and stretchy that I actually have a change of clothes for both of my kids right in this pocket. I just have it nice and wrapped up, so I have the jeans first and then a shirt and a onesie tucked away in there as well. And those fit really nicely inside of that pocket, so if someone has an accident or a blowout, I can get to those clothes really quickly. I do have 2 bottles in here. I've been using the Pura bottles a lot lately, so I have one here for my toddler and a bottle for my daughter, who is 10 months old. Then down here in the main compartment of the bag, which is kind of hard to see because of my lighting, I have a Replay snack stack. Then down in here, this is the stage of life that I'm in, folks. I have cranky kids. It's important that I have entertainment needs for them, so I actually have a medium Be Organized piece by Jujubee. And in here, I just have loads of different toys for my kids. And the last thing that I have in here is in the back zipper pocket. In here I have the small piece from the 12 Little Trio, and this just has medical necessities in it. So this packs up really, really nicely for 2 kids in diapers. I really am quite impressed with how easily that packs up. To have a full buckle carrier fit in the top of any bag is pretty hard to do. Okay, this one is probably packed the most highly requested way, and that is as a work bag, and I don't blame ya. This is a great bag for work. So the first thing that I have in here is that little makeup pouch that I showed you earlier. Now look at how pretty this is. It is so nicely organized. I love this. So the first thing I wanted to show is that if your New Year's resolution had anything to do with fitness or drinking more water, the Big Bottle Co. water bottle does fit in here, packed as a work bag. This is the Big Bottle Co. bottle here. We carry these at the Sensible Mama, but are currently out of stock, and I'll be placing a restocking order this week. So this fits in there really nicely. This is gonna be really heavy though. If you fill this up with water, it's gonna make an already heavy bag heavier. So in that case, if you don't want to carry the Big Bottle Co. water bottle, I would suggest putting like a swell bottle over here in the side bottle pocket. Sitting right behind that, I have my sunglasses. These are the Limea sunglasses. This is my brand of shades, and I love this case because it keeps everything nice and safe in there. Next to that, I have 2 planners, not necessarily because you would have both planners, but I did want to show that both of them fit. So the first one is a full-sized Happy Planner. It does fit in there really nicely. And I'm showing this basically to show that a very tall planner will fit in there no problem, and it will zip. But if you're like me and you use a traveler's notebook as your daily planner, I also want to show you that a thick, chunky traveler's notebook will fit in there as well with no problem at all. I want to say thanks to one of my followers and customers who sent this to me, as well as these beautiful bangles here and a couple of other awesome things. Check this out. She had this made for me. It's a bookmark that says at the Sensible Mama. Alright, so I wanted to show that both of those fit in there. Behind those, I have my 15-inch MacBook, which does fit in there really nicely. Behind that, I also have a notebook. I didn't really use any of the pockets that much in this bag. I really just kind of put everything down in the main compartment. But right here, I do have that pouch that I showed you earlier that has all the charging cables for keeping all of your tech charged up while you're at work. And then the last thing that I have in here is kind of niche. It's not gonna be for everybody, but I do know that I have a lot of people who follow me who are YouTubers themselves, and so I wanted to show this really neat thing that does fit in the Wherever Weekender. This is the Zhiyun Smooth Q. It's for your phone, and I just wanna show you what it does. I'm going to link a video down below from back when I was doing some fitness videos, and a whole bunch of you asked me a question on one of those videos, which will be linked below, about how was I running and filming myself without the camera bobbing up and down. That's because of this right here. This again is the Zhiyun Smooth Q, and it's basically what's called a gimbal, so it stabilizes your phone. Let me see if I can get you a good shot here. I can actually use this to toggle up and down for what I'm filming, and it stabilizes. So I can lock this to show it that I want it to stay on that bag right there. And as you can see, as I move around, it stays locked on the bag. I'm having a really hard time getting the angle here for you. But this is how I make smooth videos of my stuff. Whenever you see me filming a bag and it's moving up and down and around like that, and there's no jostling, it's because of this Smooth Q. I love this thing. I feel like every YouTuber needs to have it. So I just wanted to show you that it does fit in the Wherever Weekender really, really nicely. I have this listed right now in my Amazon storefront, so I'll link it down below if you want to check that out. Alright, so that was how this bag packs up as a work bag. Let's go ahead and get into the very last way of packing it up. Okay, the last way that I have this packed is not actually a way that you guys requested, but I think it's something that you guys are going to find really, really important, especially when you get to the potty training stage of your life. If you're already there, you know what I mean. Just so you know, I follow a book called Oh Crap Potty Training. It's, I think, the best book you can use to potty train. I'll link it down below. And basically what it says is after taking several steps of potty training at home, one of the first things that you have to do is take little trips out. And let me tell you, if you have never potty trained anybody before, it's very stressful. And so you want to give yourself the highest odds of success possible. So the way I have this packed up right now is the way I like to pack this up when I was taking Roman out on his first couple trips out while potty training. Now, what complicates things for me is that I have a 10-month-old, and so she also has to be accounted for while I am out potty training my son. That means that if we're in the family restroom and I've got him sitting down on the potty, what am I gonna do with Abby? So this is what I kind of came up with as a way that really has worked for me in terms of getting him potty trained out on the go. Now, one of the first things that is so important to have is rewards. Here's how the inside of the bag is all packed up. I know you see this monkey mat and you're probably wondering why I have this, so let me explain. My big problem with potty training Roman on the go is Abby. What do I do with Abby in a dirty bathroom? So the only solution that I've really found in cases where I don't have her car seat with me or I don't have a stroller is to bring the monkey mat with me, because at the very least I can spread this out if I've gone in the family restroom, which, pro tip, go to places who have a family restroom, like a one-seater kind of situation. It's going to be your best chance for success. So I'm actually able to lay this out for Abby. It's so big that she can actually move around a little bit and I'm not super worried about her. Again, this is not ideal. Like, ideally you're not having to put your kid on the bathroom floor, but let's not all pretend like we haven't been in that situation before, right? I also have for her in these side pockets just two really engaging toys that she loves a lot. Over here I have diapers for Abby. I have two bottles in here, one for my son, one for my daughter. Now I have found that the best thing to give him while he is on the potty is his Leap Start. This thing is just super engaging. I can switch out the book so he's always got something new, and he never really gets tired of this. I can actually give this to him while he's on the potty and he will sit down and stay entertained and not start demanding to get off of the potty. So I love this for potty training. In this kind of back slip pocket, I have wet ones just for keeping everything nice and clean. I also have my potty chair liners. I got these on Amazon. All this stuff is going to be linked down below, by the way, if it's stuff that I don't carry at the store. These are actually for inside of his portable potty seat, which I do take with me when we're out on the go. These actually line the potty seat so that any waste just goes into the bag and you can dispose of the bag, so I like having those with me at all times. And the last thing that I have in here is his convertible potty seat. I've shown this in a couple of videos. It fits perfectly in this Planet-Wise small wet bag, which is something that we carry at the Sensible Mama. This goes right over top of adult-sized potties. Again, this will be linked down below as well in my Amazon storefront. This thing is great. You should know if you have a boy that this does not have a guard on the front of it, so you really have to have already taught your son, if you have one, to push it down. And this is something that Roman has gotten the hang of now, and so he will actually push it down so that he doesn't spray out of the toilet. So just another pro tip for you there. Make sure your little boy knows that, because you will have spills if he doesn't do that with this potty seat. And the only other thing that I have in here are these toilet covers. These are just to put over the toilet before I put this down, so that if he touches anything, he doesn't get all gross. Alright guys, so that wraps up today's 5 Ways Wednesday. I hope you liked this video and that you found it helpful. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up so that I know this is the kind of content that you want to see more of. If you're not already subscribed, I'd love for you to consider subscribing so that I can see you again. And if not, thanks for stopping by. Love ya, mean it always, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.